I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. I'm always with my mama. She's my favorite girl. Always with my mama. She brought me in this world. Sometimes I feel so bad when I think of all the things we used to do. When mama used to clean somebody else's house just to buy me a new pair of shoes. I never understood how mama made it through the week when she never ever got a good night's sleep. Oh, she's one of a kind. You got yours and I got mine. Oh, hey mama, my heart belongs to you. Oh, yeah. Always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one, yeah. Greetings. Welcome to the Tiger's Den. This is the voice of Cheryl, and I am Toothless Tiger. I like to start this show off giving honor and respect to my ancestor, which is my mom. Yesterday, the 22nd of April, marked 30 years that she has transitioned. Sometimes it feels like she's here, and I feel like I want to talk to her. And I can't, but I talk to her daily in the metaphysical. And then the things that she taught me stays with me. I want to thank everybody for being here. We have at least 20 people in the chat, and I have 11 likes. If you would hit the like button for me, check and see if you forgot. I want to just say greetings to everyone. Madria, Asator, Fantastic Trail TV, FRW, Ryan Road, Lazy Bone. Greetings to you all. And then I want to pay DJ Cleveland. Greetings to you all. Then I want to pay respects to one of the great civil rights attorneys. I don't know if you all are familiar with him. His name is Alton Maddox, and he was a New York attorney, and he transitioned today. And he fought for many rights for us as a people. And so we want to pay our respects to him. With that being said, before I start on my subject, I just want to play my song that I love to give respect to people because I love this song. And I just want to play this in respect to the ancestors. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul in the stillness of the midnight. Precious secrets seems to unfold in sad hours. I get lonely. Truth of Jesus, love is told. Jesus whispers, I'll be with you. Ooh. Sacred secrets seems to unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul in the stillness of the midnight. Precious memories. Precious memories. Precious memories. Precious memories. In the stillness of the hour. Precious memories. Comfort me. Keep a holding on. Keep a holding on. Precious memories. Thank you, everybody. Okay. I want to kind of talk about what's going on in the YouTube streets. What's happening with me on the YouTube streets. And perhaps it could be a teachable moment for someone who's sitting at home and contemplating starting a YouTube career. Do know that YouTube can be a career. It can be a lucrative career. It can be moderate. It's whatever your choice is that you'd like to make it. When I came to YouTube and decided to become a content creator, I had not a clue of what it entails. Perhaps there is a school you can attend. YouTube does offer a lot of tools to help us. But when you're first coming on and all you have is a brilliant idea in your mind, all you're thinking about is getting out there, getting before the people, and sharing whatever it is that you choose to share. You're not thinking about things such as the Copyright Act of 1976, which grants you permission to use some people's material without their permission in a limited scope. And it gives you, if you look at the Copyright Act, or if you look in my disclaimer in the descriptions, it'll tell you what you can use them for: criticism, commentary, education, parody, different things of that nature. When you first choose where you want to be on YouTube, you pick whatever the subject is that you're going to be pretty much talking about, and then you pick where we call it a sector. It's more or less a genre in which you're going to be in. And most of us, of course, entertainment. Again, I should say Black entertainment, African, Moorish American entertainment, European entertainment. It just said entertainment. And then, of course, you can also pick more than one, and education. And those are the two that I picked. Of course, you can pick, it's a list that you choose from. So it's whatever you're going to offer. Some things, there's a lot of things you can find on YouTube. Do-it-yourselfers are pretty good. Tutorials are good, like the makeup or fixing on an automobile or painting an automobile. It's just all kinds of things that you can learn here on YouTube. How to cook if you're not a cook. How to be a vegan if you want to be a vegan. Different self-help remedies. They have a plethora of knowledge on YouTube. So when you pick what you decide, you come and you think, well, I'm going to come here and I'm going to make a difference. My thing was I wanted to help uplift fallen humanity. I see us all as human beings coming from one mother, one family. We're 30 to 50 times removed cousins, no matter what nationality you claim, because nationality is based in nativity, based in nation building. And that's usually a conglomerate of families coming together, sharing the same customs and the same culture, the same food, the same dialect in which the way they speak, claiming a parcel of land, if you will. And they consider that nations. Mostly all nations were found on the republic form of government. The republic form of government is the government that the people governs, and you choose individuals to represent you, because it's just like if you have a loved one in your family that's ill, or if someone is deceased, or if a child is going to school, they don't need to speak to the whole family. They need someone to speak to represent the family. And so that's what our representatives are supposed to do for us. Of course, in 1871, there were some people who came over and colonized us and decided that no, we're not going to go with the republic form of government where the people rule. We're going to go with the democracy that everyone loves to hold dear to today, which means the majority rules. The only thing about that is which majority are we speaking of? We're not talking about the majority of the people, because, of course, if that be true, then we could have left it exactly the way it was. When you go to the presidential race, it comes with the electoral college. And that starts from your city, county, state races. And if you look up the word minority in the Henry Campbell's Black Law Dictionary, and by the way, I give those dictionaries away free. It's a PDF file. All you have to do is email me and ask for a copy, and I'll be more than happy to send it to you. Also, this book that really has helped me be a better person, and it is Quiet Weapons. It's with Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars. And it's a strategy that is used against the masses of the people. And a lot of people, when you start talking about truth, a lot of people take it as misinformation. This is not misinformation. This is documented information. You can go to the Library of Congress and find the information that I share with you. Some of the information is my opinion of what I share with you, but it is not my opinion. It is what it is. And what I've learned in my journey for the past 10 years of studying who were we before we were called slaves, I've learned that truth has no versions. It is what it is. And we can either accept the truth, learn how to operate in that truth and move forward, or we can forever stay caught up in belief systems and thoughts and opinions and stay in the condition that we seem to find ourselves in today, which is a hopeless state of being, in my opinion. Even for the internet, this is a vehicle, a tool that we can use to reach millions of people with the push of a button. And it seems to me, since I've been here, it's been nothing but tearing each other down. And that is not good. We say, as I start off the show, the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But if we don't teach them, how can they lead the way? How can they compete? So when you come to YouTube, for me, I met a lot of people along the way. Some good, some not so good. Of course, you know nobody. And so you have to just trust in, hi, how you doing? Or greetings, or however you greet each other. And whatever camaraderie you seem to have when you see each other in the different chats. And because we're in what we call a sector, a nation, so to speak, the meta nation, we all kind of tend to run into each other in different individuals' chats. And when you come as a content creator, then you want to go into different individuals' chats because you want to be known. When you come on here, for me, I came on with 3 subscribers, and I've had a YouTube page since 2013, I believe February of 2013. But I didn't start doing videos until about, I think it was maybe March or April of 2021. So you want to be seen, you want to visit other content creators, you want to be on their platform so that people can hear your ideas or whatever the knowledge that you bring, and they can hear that, and then perhaps they may be interested enough to come and subscribe to you. It is amazing to me over the past year that in this what we call sector, I've seen many people grow. I mean, exponentially, I've seen them grow. And I seem to be one of the people that keep digressing. Every day or every other day, I seem to lose one individual. And it seems like it's going in the numbers of 10. Some of that is what I find now to be contrived. When you first come here and you're all excited and you're being on people's platform and they welcome you with open arms, you think they're doing that because they have a genuine concern about you and you growing. Not necessarily true. They may see something in you that you don't see quite yet. And so they may try to find a reason to have you beholding to them. You got to be very careful when you're new coming to YouTube, because every salute, every greeting, every hi, every welcome, every come up on my platform is not in your best interest. Normally it's in the person that's inviting you best interest. And you don't realize that until it's, as they would say, on Sunday service or in Sunday service, till it's everlasting too late. And it could cause some irreparable harm. So you have to move just as wise and carefully as you would if you were going outside of your door after dark, because you don't know who's lurking in the dark. Well, it's the same with these YouTube streets. You don't know who's lurking. I seen a lady that I met when I first came on. I just recently found out she was ill, and she had a GoFundMe fundraiser. And I'm not going to really go up into the details. I just want to share this story, to share the chaos that's not just here in this sector. It is so many different little sectors that most of us are not familiar with. That she had a fundraiser and a young lady gave anonymously, so she thought. And then there is a place on YouTube, normally when you become monetized, you have an opportunity to go to a place called the Discord. That's another platform, and that's a place where you can get a little bit more intimate with your subscribers, and you all can have conversations. as opposed to just typing in the chat. You can type in the chat or you can speak to each other through the chat. And it was told that she was calling out names of individuals who had given to her. I don't know if that was supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing, but a lady said that she felt that she was what we call now, I know now, because I didn't know it at first, doxing. So she said she was being doxed because she gave her government name. And most of us don't use our government names. We use what we call handles, made up names, pseudonames. I never really understood that at first until my son explained to me how sometimes just a comment can turn people against you. And when you make a comment and people turn against you, then there are some people who are very vindictive and very malicious in their actions toward you. And all you're doing is thinking that you're just responding to a question or a statement. But that person take it offensive, and then they'll start looking you up through public records. And then the next thing you know, you'll see all of your information on YouTube. That happened to me. And you don't want that to happen to you, and you don't anticipate it happening, but you got to always know that the probability is there. My son warned me about that type of action before I ever came to YouTube, and I said, oh, well, no, that would never happen to me, because, I'm not even talking about the stuff these people are talking about. They say they like to roast and make fun of each other. I'm not roasting and making fun of anybody. I'm trying to uplift fallen humanity. There are people that said they're really interested in wanting to know who we were before we were slaves and how to navigate through this system as we live today. And I learned a little bit about that. And so I just wanted to share my journey and my experience of 64 years. And that's what I did. But unfortunately, like I said, there are some unscrupulous people who have no heart and cares nothing about you. And because this is a career, if you choose it to be, it's a business, then you kind of get to run your business the way you want to run it. And what you learn is everybody don't come with the same level of integrity, honesty, truth, justice, freedom, peace that you bring. And not that you are a perfect being, because I'm not a perfect being, but I'm a purpose being. And I purposely do things a certain way. I purposely didn't come here to put anybody down. I purposely came here to uplift fallen humanity. I purposely came here to encourage anybody who want to do what I'm doing, share the little that I've learned on how they can do it. But that could be an issue for a lot of people that are here, because their purpose was to make money, and it's by any means necessary. Now, we won't tackle a system that keeps us in bondage and keeps us at the lowest status of the human scale. No, we won't tackle that. We'll just bombard and beat up each other and stop you from making money, because I'm the greatest and I'm number one and I'm the best according to whoever I am, because there is no number one, there is no greatest, there is no best other than what you see yourself as. You see, for me, I don't compare myself and compete with no one. I don't have an equal. I don't know a lot, but what I know, and I give freely. I do not mind sharing, and I share. I would love the same treatment, but you find in this life, you don't always get what you give. So if you don't give it from a place of knowing that you're giving because that's who you are, then I'm sorry, you're going to be very disappointed in this meta world, because most people that you support, you'll come to know they don't support you. They don't even subscribe to your channel. And if they get angry with you and they should by chance subscribe to your channel, they will go and tell their people to unsubscribe from you. So anything you do, you must do it for you. Because at any given day, the tides could change. and you've done nothing to no one, and a whole nation of people turn against you, and they make no reference of the wrong that they've done to you. And then when it started happening amongst themselves, everybody cries wolf and woe is me. But where you're concerned, she's different. No, I don't feel anything for her. What did she do? I don't know, but she's messy. Oh, okay. You get reduced to nothing. You gotta understand the herd mentality and how we have been trained as humans. And once you understand that and learn that, then you can learn and stand like I do to walk alone. If that's the way you must walk, you must do that. I want to just say greetings to a few people that has joined me since I started talking. And that is Wilma. Glad you're here. I know you've been awfully busy, so I'm glad you were able to take time away and come and be with us. The Tommy person, I don't know if you were deleted or if you're still here, but greetings. Sneaky Pete, greetings. Auntie Fee about them facts, greetings. So we have to really start looking at why is it that some people seem so successful on this platform, and from my experience, it's a daily struggle. And that's because people are willing to do anything for a cash app or a super chat or a super sticker. They're willing to do and say anything. They care not about who it hurts, who it may harm. It may even be to their own detriment, but they do it and they wear it proudly. They love talking about how they mistreat others. I seen Asator say something. Asator say, I don't know what you're talking about, Toothless. And yes, I'm like one or more minutes behind. Okay. Keep listening and you'll catch up. That's Asator. Asatar is a great man. He's now being talked about on these YouTube streets. He's being called a Russian, and that's so very sad. Asatar is Armenian and very proud of his heritage and could give us some lessons and teach us some things about his heritage. We are a people who had our heritage stolen from us, and we're not able to speak in depth like he is, who migrated over from Armenia when he was 8 years old and had an opportunity to move to a whole new place in the world, knew nothing about English, knew nothing about basketball, but yet when he touched the basketball, it was made for his hands, and he's been dealing with the basketball ever since he was 8 years old. So much so that he's volunteered the last 25, 28 years to mentoring and coaching students in the game of basketball. And he doesn't just teach how to play the game, he teaches how to think and how to live life. I know that because he's a logical thinker, and that's the way we have to become, logical thinkers. Most of us as a people are emotional thinkers. And I know that. Why? Because I'm one. Everybody is not me and everybody is not like me. But what I did learn growing up 64 years is most of us are more alike than we are not alike. Now, a lot of us have problems with people because we see some of the traits in us that we may not particularly like. We see them in other people. And when we see them, then we get real upset. And then we have a war. The war is not with that person. It's with ourselves. And if we're honest, we can admit that most of us are not honest. You have to be constitutionally capable of being honest. Constitutionally meaning the human being in harmony with nature. You have to be willing to admit your rights and your wrongs. And it doesn't always feel good, but if you can do that, you just can't even imagine how free you become. Because one thing I've learned is you're only as sick as your secrets. And as long as somebody think they have something over your head, you're pretty much going to stay in a sick state of mind. Because you're going to wonder, when is the day when they're going to reveal this? And that's why I live a very transparent life. Very transparent. I don't have to worry about that. Reveal what you like. If I shared it with you, now I didn't intend for you to go tell the world, but if you choose to, so be it. But if I shared it with you, that means I didn't keep it. And for me to expect anything different of you than I do myself, that's a disservice to you and myself. And an honorable man taught me that. I called him Daddy. You see, it's so many people on here, in my opinion, that have real emotional traumas that they've never dealt with. They have social issues as far as relating to people. And this world, this meta world, this metaverse, this YouTube world, give them keyboard muscles. It gives them strength of kryptonite. I mean, they can leap tall buildings in a single bound. You know, they're greater than flying in the sky than Superman. The bald eagle has nothing on them because they are who they imagine themselves to be. And when we start having, I would say, conversations online with these individuals, sometimes we help these people become fictitious characters as well, because we hold them in an esteem that they don't even hold themselves. We give them every benefit of the doubt, and we give them all that we have to give inside of us to help them be better people, only to find out what you think you're doing is helping. You're uncovering, unmasking a scheme, a scam, a sham, a fake, a false, a phony, a fallacy. And you're thinking that you're helping, but you're not. You're hurting yourself. After all, this is only YouTube, is what they love to say. You don't know anybody. Do you ever know anybody more than they allow you to know? Doesn't matter, you can live in the same home with someone and not know them. So that's never an excuse for people to misuse people. And I've been misused. When you're new and starting a new platform, what you have to be wary of and be careful. And I'm not saying that you can't trust anybody, but I'm saying don't trust anybody until they prove themselves to be trustworthy. See, I do people a little bit opposite. I allow people to be who they say they are until they show me different. They show me probably invest much into that person. It's very painful, disappointing, and devastating when they show me who they really are. You know, it's like people flag my videos, flag my videos, flag my videos. There was a time the only thing I knew about a flag was I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's all I ever knew about flags. But all you have to do is be you Be integral. Be honest. Be truthful. Be giving. Be righteous. And I guarantee you, you're going to piss some people off in this nation called the metaverse. You're going to piss some people off. You're going to rub them the wrong way. Johnny Gill say he rub them the right way. You're going to rub them the wrong way. And you're going to become public enemy number one. And all of the sheeple are going to follow the leader. And there's always a leader. You know, they do that in real life. They look for a leader. When we have a leader, they say, of the free world. So why do we need all of these leaders? You need to lead yourself. You need to be used to being alone. You need to truly understand that these people, unfortunately, the majority of them that you meet will not be your friends. They will be your enemies. And they will have no reason to be your enemy other than someone else doesn't like you. So since he or she doesn't like you, then I must not like you. I'm not going to judge you on the merits of who you are and how you've shown me to be who you are. I'm going to judge you on some fictitious stuff that they made up about you that I still don't see. But because they said it, and you know they don't lie, and they come with receipts, then I'm going to judge you based on that. It is unfortunate, but we as adults face this every day. I have been the victim of cyberbullying, harassment, and cyber stalking since August 21st, 2022. And it started actually a month before that, in July 26th, when numbers were added to one of my videos. And it's been downhill ever since. I grew from that point, but I grew in defense of myself. I allowed these people to say what they want to say about me every single day, and I would not respond. But there are some things in this life you must respond to when someone accuses you of something that is illegal, unlawful. You must respond. If not, you acquiesce. And I've given you all definitions. Acquiescence, just your very silence, says that you're guilty. So you must speak. And who better to speak for you than you? There is nobody that can speak for me better than me. And I'm going to always present me wherever I go. Because I am who I say I am. And because someone chooses to believe that I'm who somebody else say I am, that's their loss. Not mine. That's their loss. Let me see what Asatar is saying in the chat. I said, I'm greatness. Damn, I got to explain the joke. That means it ain't funny. Oh, he's so serious. Oh, Peter's in here shaking my head. My man has me blocked. Unblock Asatar, please. That's what Phyllis said. Asatar say, I teach life lessons through basketball. At Phyllis, maybe I accidentally blocked him. And Phyllis said, start with your folks. Wilma said, nice, Asatar, excellent point. And Phyllis said, free your folks. Fee said, you're only as sick as your secrets. Love that fact. That's the truth of it. Asatar said, I use basketball to help kids. Okay, I got to take a break, y'all. I got to put my eye wash in my eye. Give me a minute. For all who don't know it, I had cataract surgery last Friday. So I have to put eye drops in my eyes for a couple of 5 minutes. So give me a moment. I think I wasted about 3 drops everywhere but in my eye. Okay, let's say, as said, I use basketball to help kids find the best version of themselves. In most cases, I'm the first person in their lives that believe in them. Basketball is easy to coach. And to be honest, isn't the, and I don't see the other part. And Phyllis said, life and living is a stage. It is a dress rehearsal. So Alicia says, hey, guess what? There's a new feature that allows you to send emojis to show your support. Please take advantage. And remember to make it fun. Yes, please make it fun. And please hit the like button. We have 39 people in the chat and we have 25 likes. I greatly appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. Check and see if you hit the like button. Asator always forgets. Okay, and he said the reward I'm looking for. The reward I'm looking for can't be measured with wins and losses, but only lives I've saved. That's absolutely beautiful. And I know that's real talk. And so Alicia said, hi, because of the continuous flagging Toothless has been receiving, please consider a $5 donation or more. You can also request songs through Cash App. Wilma say, wow, Asatar, that's powerful. And then Maria let you know how you can contact Toothless through my email. And if you want to purchase any of my merchandise, I have t-shirts, mugs, keychains. So Alicia said, facts. Hi, Allison. And so Alicia says, it's never a gamble if you bet on yourself. Tell the truth. Allison said, peace, love, and light, Toothless. Thank you so much, Allison. Phyllis said, I shall not be moved. You cannot break me. Maybe shake me, but you cannot break me. Wilma said, okay. She said, take as long as I need. Everybody will be right here. I greatly appreciate you guys, too. Hi, Tariq. Hi, Regina M. Okay. My alarm is going to go off in 1 minute. And I got to put a different eye drop in my eye. But as I was stating, there is so much we have to learn coming to this platform. And most of us just come with the brilliant idea in our mind. It's brilliant. Give me a moment. Okay, we come with a brilliant idea and we think that we're, such orators. I know I thought I was, and, I would be on different people, in different people chats and I could hear some people speak English, but you could barely comprehend what they were saying. And I found myself donating to those people. And so I'm like, man, you can just talk about what you know or share something and people will give to you. That's a beautiful idea to me. I love to talk, I love to share. So why not do it? But I found out when you come into this metaverse, this nation, it's not as simple as it looks. Although you may be a giver and give to people that you think are saying something funny or something great, doesn't mean everybody feel that way about you. And so if you come with the notion that you're just going to make bukus of money because you know that you're a great talker, you're sadly mistaken, because you don't know what motivate people to give. You have no clue. And I found most people give while they're laughing at your pain, your embarrassment, your intimidation. That's what most people I found over here. That's why they give. And I mean, you can see people just racking in money. And they're not talking about anything with substance. Matter of fact, they're putting down everything in front of them. But yet people give and say that's entertainment. I beg to differ with them, but people have a right to do what they want to do with what belongs to them. So I begrudge no one. I envy no one. I count no one's pockets. I just do what I do. And whatever it brings me, it's written in the Sun book. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Whichever way it comes, my joy is somewhat like Asatar's. Just knowing that I made a difference in somebody's life, that they learned something that they didn't know before they spoke with me. And if you talk to me long enough, I guarantee you, you're going to learn something that you didn't know before you talk to me. Because that's who I am. See, I can only keep what I have by giving it away. And my reward comes however it comes. I'm going to be doing this even though they're flagging my videos. People are walking away. My members are going. I've had 27 members. I'm down to 10, maybe even 9. But I will keep doing what I do until I don't want to do it anymore. And believe it or not, I look forward to these Wednesdays and these Sundays. I look forward to sharing. And I normally just talk off the cuff. It's whatever comes to mind. Because again, I was sharing my experience. I don't profess to know it all. And there is so much for us to learn about what they haven't taught us. I mean, we could spend a lifetime on one subject, try to cover several. To catch a thief. These people will rob you of everything that you have if you allow them to. Your integrity, your honor, your self-respect, your dignity, just to belong. I've seen that with people. People that I really have had, 1 or 2 words in the chat that you had developed a respect for. You've seen them be reduced to nothing. And you've seen them start acting like the sheeple. And not just turning their back on me. You've seen them turn their back on people that they say that they were very close to. And for what? To be recognized? A lot of times these people remind me of people in the workplace. It's that one particular co-worker that nobody likes. But when it's their birthday, everybody go out of their way to buy them the most expensive gift. When it's the holidays, or if something happens to something, like how you give money for birthday fund, if someone have a death in their family fund, different funds that you take up for, everybody go out their way to give them the greatest gift, but nobody likes them, let them tell it. But they get the greatest of everything. That's what this place reminds me of. The person that everybody say that they dislike the way they do business seems to get the greatest reward. And so it's like that in life. And if you look for anything different, then you're deceiving yourself. What you have to do is just live life, your life, according to your moral compass. You can't look to somebody else's compass for your direction. Wilma said, it's sad, but people love to hate and sadly enjoy others' pain and downfall. That is so true, Wilma. So Alicia say, we often hurt our own feelings by thinking we mean more to people than we really do. That is so true. I posted that on my wall. That's trying to help you take responsibility and accountability for your part in anything that breaks your heart. Because if it broke your heart, that means you gave someone permission to be close enough to do that to you. And it doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that you became vulnerable. And as humans, we must be vulnerable, not to the point of our detriment. But we have to experience both good and bad, so we'll know the difference. That's one of the things that children have a problem with, and that's why we as parents, thank you, Tariq, we as parents, we have to acknowledge and recognize that our children cannot discern different emotions. And we have to guide them and help them. And if we don't do it properly, what could end up happening is, unfortunately, they can come up with what we call narcissism. And that's only because we didn't help guide them and teach them how to deal with emotions that they're not familiar with. That's our responsibility as parents. But if we didn't learn that, how can we teach them? And that's why it's good to have mentors. And if you have older people in your family, it is good for you to take your children around those people and let them have conversations with them. Not all older people are wise, but everybody they meet don't have to be wise, because the world is full of all type of personalities. You need to have them in an environment that's safe, but they can see different personalities and you can be there to guide them. Brings me to what happened to me on YouTube. And I want people who are planning on coming on YouTube, who's new to YouTube, if you're listening, take notes or go back and look at this video when you have an opportunity, because it's vitally important that you learn. Everybody that come to you when you first come on are not coming to you from a pure place. That say that they want to help you. They want to guide you. They want to show you what you say you don't know. I'm not good with the computer. And my brother always used to tell me, quit saying what you're not good at, because you give people an opportunity to take advantage of you. And a part of that naivete in me wants to say, oh no, people aren't like that. People are just like that. It's not saying everybody, but people are like that. That's a human trait. You could call it a character flaw, if you will. You can call it really what you like. But people are like that. So I had many people come to me in an effort, they said, to make my channel grow, to help me, because they saw such greatness in me. And one such goes by the name of Southern Guardian. She was willing to make my intro for me, she said. And of course, I was very excited about it. But of course, she wanted to know, what did I like? And I told her what I liked. I love piano music. And I call myself Toothless Tiger, so the roar of the tiger. And she had no clue that I love pink roses. And she found a pink flower and she made me an intro with the waterfalls because I love waterfalls. My son loved waterfalls. We love water coming down off the rocks. And I was so honored and happy. And she seemed to be happy to do it, but now she says that she didn't care about how I felt. She felt nothing. That's easy to say today. And she did not actually charge me anything, but she received what I gave her in return for doing what she did. Because I thought she went and found a beat and put the music together just for me. That's what I thought. And I played my intro and I got a copyright strike. And it wasn't a strike. Let me just say that. We used the wrong language. Words are very important. So we must use the right terminology when we're speaking on stuff, and especially me. But I got, it was a copyright. It wasn't a strike. And in that copyright, it told me that it wasn't a strike. I'm going to try to share it. I took a picture of it with my phone, so it may not be too easy to see. This happened a few days after I played my song. Okay. So let me try to share this with you guys. And again, this is my email, my information. So this is coming. That ain't the one I want. I want that one right there. Fair use. Although it's my mail. So it says copyright summary and status. I didn't know anything about copyright or, what that meant. But when I told her about the copyright that came up on the song, she said, "Oh, that's okay. I know exactly how to fix it." And she said, "This happens all the time." And so she said she fixed it. This may be, I don't know, any of you gamers or any of you newcomers that she's done your intros and outros. Maybe she won't do this to you, but she did it to me. And I don't believe this is the first time it's been done. So perhaps this could be a public service announcement. I can only say what she did to me. I can't say what she did to somebody else or what she will or won't do. But, the man that's been bullying me called her the Oracle, and she's his spiritual advisor. And this is the type of stuff that she's doing to individuals who did nothing but give $831 to her over a 6-month period. But this happened back February of 2022. And it says copyright and summary status. It's ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. That's what this says. It's not a copyright strike. And then it goes on to tell you over here, not affected. The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. Okay? Then it's visible to the public. And then it comes over here to monetization. It says, even though you're not in the YouTube partner program, ads may be showing. And it goes on to tell you, if you come down here, and the content identified in your video is listed below, along with the details and actions. And then it goes on to tell you right here, the video cannot be monetized. And it says ad revenue paid to copyright owner. Copyright owner policy. And it says it can be monetized in some areas and territories, is what that says. Let me get over here and try to bring this down. Monetized in some territories. And then it goes on to tell you who the copyright owners are. It says hawk for a third party on behalf of Storyblocks. So hawk for a third party. And it goes on to say Storyblock. Now that happened last year. And I've played that song many a times. Now I didn't become monetized until September of 2022. And I started being bullied August 21st. So I was approved for monetization, but I didn't actually get monetized until September is when I got my first check. But the individual that was actually bullying me actually knew that I was approved because I had the $sign by then. It happened in July, and I didn't receive my first check until September. But that has to do with once you get monetized, they have to, well, once you go for monetization, once you meet, at that time was 1,000 subscribers, and then you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. Once you meet that criteria, you submit your paperwork, and then they make the determination if you are approved or not. I was denied, and I appealed that denial, and of course then I was granted the opportunity to be monetized. Then you have to wait on a letter that comes from YouTube to verify your address, and it took mine forever to come, and so that's why it took me so long before I actually saw a check. And it wasn't until September that I saw my first check. And so that check came from the time that they approved me up until it was time to be paid in September. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate you. Greetings. Thank you so much. Let me pay some respect to you, Rachel, and to Tariq for you all's generosity. I greatly appreciate it.
Your face. Your face. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming
This
out.
is how you do it. Thank you. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. And it's not that I don't feel the sadness or the fear of being ostracized, alienated, and what might, could, would, should happen. But I walk with legions of ancestors. And I walk in the honor and the integrity of my mom and dad, myself, my son, and my siblings, my nieces and nephews. We were really given values that we stand on. And if you're not willing to stand for something, then you'll fall for anything. And I can't do it. I can't let people reduce me to who they say I am. I have to be who I know me to be at all times. And that's what I do. I walk in the honor and integrity of who I am. So now you see that. And I had forgot all about that. I forgot all about that happening. And what ended up happening, the oracle has been in hiding. So I thought. But the oracle was not hiding. The oracle was lurking through my videos and picking out certain ones that she could strike. And she struck my videos for, she say, copyright infringement. She said that I infringed on her copyrights. And I don't know what her complaints look like because they don't tell you what her complaint looked like. They just tell you that you've been struck with a takedown of 5 videos. And I thought it was really something because out of all the videos, the one she chose, one of them was the one that I interviewed my son. And I felt she did that on purpose because I told about how she tricked me into helping her with her airline ticket, supposedly to go visit her daughter, who was supposedly having knee surgery, which she said was an abortion, and she didn't want the world to know because she didn't want them to look at her differently, but she thought she'd tell me 3 weeks after she got back. I thought it was strange that once she came back, I didn't hear from her for an entire week when we talked while she was gone. But, you know, again, these are not real friendships, these people say. These are not real. And you're a fool if you think that these people are really being friendly with you as grown adults who befriend one another. Skitty said I was a fool. And she had a fish on the hook. And I was that dumb fish that she had on the hook. And she should have beat me out of all of my money and ran up my credit card well over $1,000. That's what he would have done. He didn't know she had it like that until she shared the money with him. And that's what he said. Whether that happened or not, we'll determine that. But I say it happened because he said it happened. I see Fitness is trying to correct Lazy. Ain't no telling them say, oh, okay, I didn't do nothing to them people. Okay. Lazy said these. I know I'm the one who made up the song and y'all got me. Let's see what it say. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. Well, Phyllis, I think you got it wrong. Oh, I think you got it wrong, girl. Help her. It is these people. Y'all had me confused for a minute and I made it up. Ryan said, I made some real friends. Let these snakes speak for themselves. And that's what they'll do, Ryan. They will speak for themselves. And Lazy told Madria, let me see what Madria said. Oh, she said lazy and laughing. Alicia pledged allegiance to the flag. Lazy said, thank you, Phyllis. And Lazy Bone, I cannot talk about no one's typing. Wait, you mean you've been struck by a smooth criminal? Yes. These criminals are smooth. Yeah, for real though. So, as we go, last week when I got off air on the 16th of April, right as we were closing out, I received an email from YouTube telling me that I had 5 takedown videos. And like I said, one of them was the one that I interviewed with my only child. And it's a beautiful interview. We had fun, and he was just telling people what it's like growing up in the tiger's den with Toothless. And that's one that she chose to strike. Now, ever since she's given me that intro, I've been using it, but that's one of the ones she chose. And I believe that was personal. And that's fine. And she chose 4 others. And that gave me my first strike to my page. And I'm like, man, who would have thought I would get a strike or get a takedown videos? If anything, I would have thought somebody saying that, what's she talking about them people and she's a Moor, and I would have thought it would have been something like that. But no, it was for an intro that I actually gave her money for. She actually took it off the Cash App and actually spent it. So I was really outdone with, but I am inquisitive by nature. I'm a Scorpio, and we are as keen as an eagle, in case people didn't know that, as deep as the ocean. And we don't really let things go, even though I don't hold grudges. I'll talk about it from now until probably I die. So I'm like, what? My intro, copyright? I'm not knowing nothing about copyright. Now, I do know that Super Horsification said that I was a fool, that Skinny had bought all the rights to my music, to my all of my what do you call those things, my artwork. Let me see what Thomas James says. Hey Toothless, where do we stand on the court case? Is it a statute case or a federal case? It's a federal case. Now, it's a defamation case, which defamation has its own statute. So I don't know what you're asking me. I'm not an attorney. I can only just tell you where and how you can find it. Now, if you want to take the number down and look it up for yourself and read all the documents in the case, you're welcome to do that. And I don't know, that may be the video that they had taken down. Because I'm just thinking now. Let me give the case. Let me give you the case number. And you can read it for yourself. Okay, it's 3:22 dash CV 02580 N. You can go in the Pacer system and pull it up. You can read it for yourself. The last action that was taken on the case, the judge gave me some additional time because Skinny Mister has been dodging service, which I finally got him served via YouTube. The judge granted me the order to serve him through YouTube, and I was able to do that. And I had to do it twice. The first time I did it was the judge gave me permission, and then I went back and asked for permission to add his LLC to the lawsuit. It will be. I did not serve YouTube properly, so that's why the judge gave me more time. He gave me more time to May the 12th to serve the CEO of YouTube. So now I may not have to serve him if he chooses not to be served and just accept the lawsuit. I'll have to know after coming up in May. But I have to May 12th. Now, he told me my case could be dismissed with prejudice. And Thomas, you're talking to my sister like that. She is relaxed. But she's telling you correctly. If you want to read this case, because everybody said it was fake, false, and phony, and I couldn't do it. Now it's not fake, false, and phony, but nobody ever acknowledged how they lied. They just keep talking about how I lied and how I didn't do something. Skinny never told them, Skinny Mister never told them the reason he never received a letter is because he told the post office to hold his mail. He never told him that. But that's why he's never received one of my certified letters, is because he told the post office to hold his mail. Which I showed that in the video. He chose to put all of the information that was, when the judge was denying my motions, he chose to put them all out in public. But when the judge started granting my motions, he chose not to show those. He has that right. But I just gave you the case number, and you can look up the case yourself and read. I think it's about 42 entries on the docket. And he keeps telling his people about his attorneys, but you will find he has no attorney of record on the Pacer system. And he has not paid an attorney, and the attorney refused to get on the case because law doesn't work like that. Now, out of all 10 laws that I have, he's violated, and other people that has joined him complicit in their bullying, and now all of a sudden they want to call me the bully, and they can do that. They have that right, but they must prove it. 9 of those laws, 9 statutes that's listed in this suit, if you look at my brief, 9 are criminal. There's only one that's civil, and that's the one that I took him to court on, that says he defamed me by calling me a child predator on YouTube. All other statutes involved in this federal lawsuit in the Northern District of Texas, Dallas, Texas, are criminal. So all of them that's having fun and making fun, I'm not the prosecutor. But no judge in a competent jurisdiction can look at all of the laws that these people are breaking and allow them to get away with it. So I don't make those decisions. My decision is to defend my honor. I've done nothing to these people, and they all turned on me and did what they did for one man. that I did nothing to but gave $722.33. And he used me like a dog, he said. He did not like me. He said he never liked me. So when he lied and pretended that he did and called me Ma, he did that under false pretenses, and that's against the law too. You see, it's a lot of things people don't understand. And I'm not one of those people. I don't have to be rich to present myself. And then some people say this is just a money grab. They can call it what they like. This is my redress in a court of law. I'm not going to pull up on nobody. I ain't trying to shoot nobody. Ain't nobody I know going to pull up on nobody. I'm going to do what I do. And they're doing what they do. And some people say they done took down some of the biggest people in the world. I don't care. They haven't met me in a courtroom. They could not deal with me on YouTube. I refused to reduce myself to the level of craziness that I hear and see these people do just to get paid. I don't dox people. I've never doxed anyone, but I've been doxed. My home, my car, my financial, everything that you can do, it's been done on YouTube. My credit score is low. I'm surprised they didn't put that out there. But it's low. But I got credit cards galore, and I use them. And I pay them. But back to this young lady. Thomas, I hope that helps you out, and I hope you wrote that number down so you can go check it out. I want all people to learn. But anywho, so when I got those email of the 5 takedowns, I was a little devastated, a little bit. I was a little sad. But, you know, I am inquisitive by nature. Like I said, I'm a Scorpio. We're very deep thinkers. No nonsense type of people. I'm more dramatic than anything. I'm a drama queen. Mean nobody no harm. But I'm a researcher. I'm a thinker. And I'm an investigator. And I'm an investigator by trade. I'm just retired. But I was trained by some of the best, the United States government. And so what I did is I took out and started to find out who owns the right to this song. Because in my emails that I received from YouTube, give me a moment, they said that I violated her copyright. They said that she submitted. Hold on a second. Trying to see if I can find the original. April 16th. April 16th. April 16th. April 16th. Okay. Those are my counters. I don't see my original email that told me that I received a strike. And I don't know how to go all the way back. But anyway, they said that she submitted a valid claim. And so they have to take it down. And the reason they do that is to protect the copyright owner as well as themselves, because they don't know, and neither can they tell you that a copyright was violated. They're just letting you know that someone claimed it against you, and they requested that they take down the video, and so they're going to take down the video to protect their interests as well as the person who says that their rights are being violated. And then they give you an opportunity to counter the individual's claim, but you have to suffer the loss of your videos and the monies that you could have made on the videos. They can't make that decision, so what they do is give you an opportunity to counter, and then you counter and they send it to them, and then they have to go to court and file a federal lawsuit against you in order to proceed. If they don't do that in 10 business days, then what will happen is YouTube will put your video back up, and then they lose the right to file a claim against you for that ever again. It's considered more or less what I call, nobody's told me this, double jeopardy. I just use my own mind. So in the meantime, I went and looked and found that appeal that she did last year, and I saw the name of the individual who wrote the song, and I saw the name of the song. Had that not happened, I wouldn't have a clue as to who wrote the song or their name, because I don't know where she got the information from. In my mind, I thought I didn't think that she played the instruments, but you know how they have these beat machines on these keyboards and stuff. I just thought she went and made it happen. And perhaps maybe she did play it, I don't know. But I thought that it was made specifically for me, and I had the rights to it, is what I thought, but not. So anyway, I found the gentleman's name, and I did what all people would do in today's times. I asked Google to find this person, and lo and behold, I found the person's website. And in finding their website, this is what I submitted. And you probably can't see that too well. Because it's kind of light. That's my email that I sent. Let me go back to that email. I want to go back to the one I was on. Okay. So what it says is, Jason is the guy who wrote the song. At the bottom is where I submitted the information, and I said, My name, Cheryl Jernigan. My email address, cyjern, Toothless Tiger. And then I said, greetings, Jason. I am having a takedown issue on a song that a lady used to make my YouTube intro. She says she is the copyright owner of it, and it's called, and I told the name of the song. I am disputing this. It says Hawk for a third, whatever that says, for storybooks. And I asked, could she own it too? And that happened April 18th. I sent that. And I wasn't anticipating hearing back from the young man no time soon. Didn't know if I would even hear back from the young man, period. But I just wanted to take a chance. And believe it or not, I heard back from the young man, and that's this part up here that you guys probably can't see that well. It says, hi, yes, I am the copyright owner of that song, and content ID for it is managed by Hawk. It is part of my music library. Best, Jason. So he responded to me. I was elated. I could not believe he responded to me. So what I did was I wrote him back because I was very excited about it. I said, thank you for your response and your time. I will support you from now on. Is it possible that this person owns rights to it too? Let me see. She got 5 of my videos taken down, and I got a strike because she claims I am violating her copyrights. My son, 42, told me people could be vicious on social media. I thought it couldn't happen to me. After all, I wasn't talking about anyone. Well, it did. A little 1,439 subscribers, and I've gone down 2. So I'm probably going to go down 1 tonight, 2 or more. But I'm at 1,437 subscriber YouTuber, which is great for me. That's a beautiful number. The people fighting me all have 4,000 to 65,000 subscribers. I guess they don't want to hear what I share. I subscribed to you on yesterday. I love the piano. I have a 12-year-old great nephew that plays the euphonium and trombone in honors music. I am a 64-year-old retired revenue officer who go by the name Toothless Tiger. 9. I came here to share my life experiences and to share my knowledge of 10 years of research of who we were as a people before we were slaves. Well, some unscrupulous people attached themselves to me, and now they are attacking my monetization. I just noticed from a copyright appeal she did last year, after giving her money for my intro, you allowed us to play the song as long as we are not monetized. I was unaware of that until yesterday when I actually read what it said. I know ignorance is no excuse. I became monetized in September 2022. My checks are from $137 to my highest one was $367. She is not fighting that, nor did she tell me that was a requisite for playing the song. Instead, she is retaliating and wants my page because I filed a pro se federal lawsuit, case number 3:22-CB CB stands for civil -02580-N (BN) against the male who is the leader of what I believe to be a YouTube cult gang with over 20 to 30 people bullying, harassing, and stalking me daily since August 21st, 2022. She is second in command, and her boss called me a child predator on worldwide YouTube, November the 1st, 2022. Forgive me for you having to hear this ghetto craziness, but I am a fighter for principles, integrity, love, truth, honor, freedom, and justice. I am fighting against adult cyberbullying. My hashtag 2023, not me. Thank you for your precious time. Please forgive me for bothering you with my issues. I am fighting for my channel. This is supplemental income for me. And these non-employed scammers are trying to take it. I won't let them. Warm regards, Cheryl Y. Jernigan, Toothless Tiger. Okay, so now this is what I sent today, because what ended up happening today, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I received another email from the young man. And I guess I must have took it down. Let me take this down. Oh no, there it is right there. I received that email on yesterday, April 22nd. He said, "Hi, Cheryl. No one else owns the rights to my music. I am 100% on this." That's what I received yesterday at 9:59 p.m. And so I responded back, "Thank you for the clarification. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you taking the time to get back with me. That means a lot. I believe these people have been scamming and extorting people like me off people like, it should have been your music, but I said you music." She made a lot of outros that she has taken down. I have your beautiful music on a lot of my videos. I will do my best to mute or erase them since I became monetized in September. I am not computer savvy at all. That's when I got my first check. I became eligible at the end of July 2022. There are some real bad people on this app. I choose to look at the good. Thank you so much. Your responding to me is as beautiful as your music. Gratefully yours, Cheryl Toothless Tiger. That happened to me. I can't say what happened to other people, but I can definitely share what happened to me. That could happen to a lot of other people out here. I don't know, but it was a lot of people using this young lady, the Oracle as they call her, to make their outros. And like I stated before, Super Horsification made a video saying that Skinny Mister bought all of the rights to my music. And I'm sure none of them will acknowledge that he doesn't have the right to this music, because that's the man who owns the right. And since she's going to take me to court, then she'll be able to defend against him and not me. But we'll wait and see if she plans on taking me to court, because I have 10 days to hear if she's choosing to take me to court or not. I don't know what she gave them that she has right to his music. And the same thing kind of happened to me with Sky, who I used to really, really, really have a lot of love and respect for. And she made a song for me, and I paid her as well. I paid her $100. And she did a song, and then she got a tiger from me because I was going to change my background in my song anyway. I didn't want to keep hearing Jason's because of what had happened to me. Although I love that piano. I love the song. I loved everything about it, the waterfall and all. I really did. I just didn't like the memory of what was going on with me and what they were doing to me. And with her, she made a song, and all of a sudden, right before she went to her vacation in Florida, I saw a video and I just chose not to speak on it because she was doing a reaction to Amondo's video, and I think he was reacting to my video or something to that nature. But she was saying that all I had to do was do the copyright claim that I was very well capable of. But I wasn't very well capable of it. I didn't know anything about the copyright claim, and I didn't know that I really had to. They were trying to share. They said it was a piece of music that came from a song that sounded nothing like mine. And I sent her the information to see if perhaps they got this wrong. And where did she get the song from? Because again, you know, she said she's a music major, and just because she's in music doesn't mean you can't do it yourself. I was so hurt to see her say and do those things about me. But she said I was very controlling, and I wanted her to drop everything and tend to me, and that wasn't true. I just asked her if she would get back with me to let me know so that I could try to file a claim to see what these people were talking about. But it all rings the same feel for me. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But it seems like the same thing. You think these people are making beats and songs especially for you, and in all honesty, they're taking stuff from other people. And she only charged me $40, but because she did my Tiger and everything, then I gave her $100 for the whole package deal. And it's really, really sad that people are doing that, and then for whatever reason turn against you and start making you seem like you're a villain or a criminal. Are you controlling? People calling you liars all of a sudden that used to call you crying on the phone, having conversations with you. I understand something about this guy, D. Santana, or whoever he is, said that I apologized to him in Kwame's chat, and I didn't apologize to him. I had no reason to apologize to him. He asked the question, what did Soabi asking me about giving him the email address like they did to connect have to do with anything? And I told him whatever was said, but I don't owe him no apology. And I understand that they're trying to say that I started a rumor. I didn't start the rumor. If it's a rumor started, I think Abby did when she told whoever she told, including me, about what happened to her with Skinny Mister. But she never told me that she was raped. She said he tried to R-word her. She never said that he did, not talking to me. I don't know what she said to other people, but she didn't tell me that. Neither did I tell anyone in public. However, I did share that story with one Black Mondo. I did do that. And perhaps he shared the story because other people talked about it before I ever heard anything. Matter of fact, I ain't heard nothing I said because I ain't said nothing about no R word. I said what she said. So, you know, these people like to take your words and twist them and play with them. And they have that right. Like I said, anytime that you share something with anybody, if you didn't keep it, then you can't hold them to the mat and talk about what they didn't do for you or to you or whatever you want to say. But that D. Santana person, I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't apologize to him. I don't owe nobody no apology. And I don't. And I will not be apologizing unless I do owe you one. And if I owe you one, then by all means, you know I'm going to give it. Because that's who I am. So you can't embarrass me or shame me. I really live a transparent life. And anything I've shared with you guys, I probably don't want to hear it again. But if I shared it, then that was a chance that I gave that you're going to do it. And it is what it is. And that's about anything that I've ever shared. But these people, you know, they think they can hold your life in their hands, all for a Cash App and a super chat. I really hate that people have been reduced to nothing. I mean, these people are nothing for their children to look up to. They cannot be proud of them as parents if they see the stuff that they're doing here on YouTube and the way that they put people's business, go into their criminal records and start plastering it all over YouTube as if we care. We don't know each other. Chances are great we'll probably never meet. But if some of these people are meeting, and a lot of this stuff starts in the Discord, and if you just listen to the name Discord, that lets you know that there's no good coming out of that place. 9 times out of 10. Let's see, Ryan saying something. Let me go up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay. So as said last, oh no, it's Bree, pull up. Phyllis said, okay, they must go to court. And Bree said, ass 100. And Phyllis said, not me, hashtag. So Alicia is looking with a sharp eye. Ryan said, scam jams. Ryan said, hello, Bree X. So Alicia said, and y'all can stop with them friend requests. The answer is no. So someone has been sending so Alicia a lot of friend requests on Facebook, and she's telling them no. Billy said, okay, a crook trying to crook somebody. Tell me it ain't so. Bree says, don't work that way, ass. I said it first, so pull up, sir. Bree said, hi, Ryan. Billy said, you folks are getting the lights turned on. The girl said, no, stop asking, she said. So Alicia said, time for some carrots. BRB. And Phyllis said, so Alicia, you mean no, and no to the no, no, no. Ryan said, damn, the Oracle, a thief? Sounds like it. You know, she was convicted for theft. And that came from the records of, you know, one of the great doxers here on YouTube. He shared that information. So apparently she's a thief in more than one way. Briek says no means no. Well, Ryan, here's that a way. Not looking like, but hearing like. Every no. Phyllis, what's going on? Ryan said, Phyllis Lee, that's grounds for reimbursement in my opinion. Phyllis say, show you right. And he is just like Tony the Tiger. Great. And Alicia said, back. Child. And Ryan, show you right. And I guess they're striking my video because it's buffering and going in and out. They say they don't do that. And I'm going to ask YouTube about that, about that false flagging, because I get a lot of that. For what reason, I don't know. At Ryan, show you right. Bree said, nah, to the nah. My name is no. My sign is no. My number is no. You need to let it go. Ryan says, how can someone say we have to respect their opinion, but we get targeted for hours? That's the way they do it. Everything is one-sided. And that's what I want people that's new, that's coming to YouTube, to be weary and look out for this type of behavior. You can really stand on your own, and there really are a few of us that are genuine, and we really out here just trying to make a difference. And if we get money, we really are happy about it. And if we don't like it, but we live with it because it is what it is. And we didn't come here to become the next big thing, although it could happen to any of us at any given point. We don't know what will make something spiral and go viral. We don't have an idea what we say, what we mean, what we stand for, what we don't. We don't know. But I'm here because I believe in humanity. And I know that a lot of the training that we, the masses of all ethnicities, have not been given the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We've been given half-truths. And lying by omission is still lying, whether we admit to that or not. So Alicia said it's 35 watching and we have 31 likes. Now we have 41 in the chat. So if you guys please would hit the like button. Anybody who's considering subscribing, please subscribe. If you're considering unsubscribing, do likewise. I don't think I have to tell you guys that because you do it very well. It seems like from looking at my social blade, I think it's called, it seems like 10 people will join, 10 people will unsubscribe. So, I'm right there at that same 10, 10, 10, 10. It's amazing how everybody, this man, Skinny Mister, supposedly had grown 35,000 people talking about me for 8 months. And I can't even grow 100. It's amazing how all of the people started getting 2,000 and 3,000 and they're saying it's their shorts. I don't believe that, but they have the numbers to prove it, they say. But a lot of them, and I may be next, I don't know what the criteria is, but they're losing their monetization and the ability to go live. A lot of that is because of past behavior. And they could say the same for me. I beg to differ, but hey, this is someone else's platform. And I do my best to follow the community guidelines and the rules. Sometimes our best is not always accepted. But I will continue to be me at all times. And for those of you who believe the lies about me, you have that right. And for those who think that Skinny Mister don't bother people who doesn't bother him, you're deceiving yourselves. Why do you think all of his good buddies now all of a sudden are running around wanting to know how could he do them like that? They were loyal. And I still believe that they are a YouTube cult gang of convicts because many of them have criminal records. And trust me, that will be taken into account. It will be taken into account from drug use, sales, abuse, domestic violence, theft, attempted, maybe even murder, all different kind of charges, robbery, aggravated. I didn't do any of this. I asked you people to leave me alone. I'm not like y'all. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to fight. But you guys thought it was a joke. Toothless. Hunchback from Oak Cliff. I thought it was funny. I don't find any of that to be funny. Then you have women that come to me wanting to hook up with men. And then I put them together and then the women turn on me, block me, and started running around talking about woe is me. Because they were the first and nobody stood up for me. Well, nobody stood up for me but me. And then Asatar joined. And then Ryan came. And I called Suge and asked him to please stay out of it. Please. Because he just started a new venture. And where you all may not respect Suge and what he does, and you all may call him a bully, I don't call him that. I call him an advocate for the people. He's been busting scams since he broke the scene. He's written a book talking about help. I bought the book, even read it. Am I doing what he suggests? No, I'm not. I haven't done it. Like all others, you try something new for a minute and quit. But it's not his fault. He put the knowledge out there for us. And if you read the book, and especially the back of the book, it'll tell you the organizations that he's been up against. So this is nothing new for him. He doesn't just pick on people, just to be picking on people. A lot of people have a lot of horrible rumors about Gilbert. And Gilbert is funny as they come. When I look at Gilbert and Kwame squabble, that's between two people that know each other. Has nothing to do with me. I wish that they all could just sit down and shake hands and be better. But it's not going to happen that way. I understand that Kwame said I lied. I didn't lie on him. I have no reason to lie on Kwame. I don't dislike Kwame. I don't like some of the things that he does. And of course, he don't like some of the things that I say. But I have not lied on him. So I don't know when he said I lied on him, because he did say that he was sending his nephews to gang bang Uncle Suge's underage daughter. He did say that she was sitting her ASS on the counter, which I thought that was out of order for a grown man to say about a child. He did pay Gravity to dox Suge's parents and some of the people in his chat. So he did do those things. So what I lied about, I don't know. He did have JJ in the car that we seen in the glasses. He did have white on his nose that he said was paint chips in his mustache. I don't know what I supposed to have lied about. But Kwame, as you love to tell people how you dropped the link, you're free to come and talk to me and have a conversation. But other than that, you can quit saying I lied on you, because I don't lie on people on purpose. Believe that. I have no reason to. And I don't dislike you. So y'all can dispel that. But if you want to keep singing that song, I can't do anything about it. Sing it. Shout it from the rooftops. Ron said, you're the one with the influence. We're just mere YouTuber reviewers. So Alicia said, Ryan, true. Maria said, you can support Toothless Tiger by Cash App at Toothless Tiger. Phyllis said, well, not ghetto. Not the unemployed. Oh my. Ryan says, Southern Cap. Alicia said, wow. Phyllis said, wait, hold up. This crook is really cooking, folks? Yep. Damn snakes. Phyllis, wow. Okay, now she will have to send you a citation for court. She will be in court for herself. Why say, I got you anything you need, etc., when you really don't mean it? I don't know, but I have the email where she does say that and offer to help me. I really hate this. I do too, Alicia. Oh my. Now your folks are turning like buttermilk for milk. Ryan said, D. Santana is self-proclaimed troll and Ivy, whatever those emojis mean. At So Alicia, me too. It's a lot of mud to come from under. Phyllis, what kind of folks are these? They must answer for the music that they are stealing. Yeah, they will one day. And again, had that not happened to me last year, They wouldn't have had to answer because, you know, I wouldn't have known the name of the song or the author. And the one that Sky did, I'm going to try to contact that person and see if they can tell me what, because I didn't hear the similarities, but since she would not respond to me and now I've become one of her enemies, then I'll just try to contact those people and see, because they're stealing actually and making money off of these people's music. So that has to be something. But as Jason said, that he is 100% on this, and YouTube is very well aware of it too. So I don't know what the outcome will be for that. Screws are loose in many a mind up in here. Ryan, okay, a self-made troll. Hey, that made up for them ones you didn't get earlier. Congratulations. Ryan said, D. Santana criticized Suge for not defending you, but D. Santana was spinning and grinning when it was happening. Yeah. And he didn't care about Suge defending me or not. He didn't care at all. Oh my, Asatar, great. Doing your job. I don't know why I feel to say oh my on everything. Oh my. These folks are desperate for a click, like, and a share. Asatar said, Ed Ryan, that cat is going around acting like we did something to him personally when all we did was share our opinion and something Toothless was sharing with us one night on her panel. Ed Ryan, these folks want to be relevant so bad. If me sharing my opinion can mess up someone's real life relationship, then I'm sorry to say they never really had solid relationship to begin with. Regina M. said, I am still here, busy, multitasking, listening. There is much I want to add to the commentary. However, I currently cannot. Besides, there is so much demonic people on social media. People get tired. Yeah, it's a lot of people that's bad and make bad decisions on social media. A lot of people with mental traumas that they've never dealt with. And this is a place where they come and feel important, and they misuse people and mistreat people in the name of their sickness, in the name of things that they say happened to them, in the name of wanting to be wanted, wanting to be a part of something. You just get to see it on every level, all ages. C. Roberts says, why are they still effing with you after all these months? See, I would really love to know. I would like to know why they started from one. But nobody can tell me. But it was just a way for Skinny to make money. Skinny Mister made me his content. And these people like drama. And Armando now is, I should say Black Mondo, is now doing his best to make some money and want a back and forth that he'll never get. So he can tell all the lies he's big enough to tell. He keeps trying to say that I'm putting him in my lawsuit. I have not, but I reserve the right. I first got to perfect the lawsuit. And once that's done, then I'll decide who I want to add to the lawsuit, if anybody. And all they have to do is defend against my allegations. Everything I'm doing is under penalties of perjury, and they would have to do likewise. I haven't taken anybody's music. I haven't taken anybody's money under false pretenses. I haven't lied on anybody to my knowledge. I've shared information that was shared with me, And so have they. And so I don't feel no ways tied. They want you to feel like you're the villain and you're wrong, and it ain't me. What they think of me really is none of my business. I don't go around starting trouble. I believe in building people, not tearing down. But I believe in tearing down when it's time to tear down, because there's a time and a place for everything under the heavens. So I'm not stupid or crazy. I'm not the best, and I do have a diagnosis, but I live my life building, not destroying. Anybody that has ever really encountered me and know me know that. Now, I am a drama queen, and I can get to hollering and screaming when we disagree. Now, that's for real. But all this other stuff I'm being accused of, that ain't me. Like I said, I had 3 fights my whole life and lost all 3. On pen and paper, not so much. I really haven't lost. And I could lose. The possibility is there. But one thing Thurgood Marshall taught me, and I try to share with everybody, he said the same law that they use against you, you got to take that same law to defend you. And it works if you're working, and it won't if you don't. I know I haven't infringed on nobody's copyrights intentionally. And from what Jason said, I haven't infringed on the Oracle's copyrights because she has none to this song. I believe the reason why I haven't had to deal with my little Cash App and stuff is Matt K didn't choose to go that route. And he told me that Skinny can't own the rights to that. He doesn't own the rights to it, and neither do I. It's licensed through the company that he used their system to make my thumbnails and stuff of that nature. So that's why I haven't, I believe, had any trouble with that. But Skinny sent Armando a text telling him to tell me that I need to take down everything that Matt K and Southern Gotti did for me, because he turned in all his copyright paper to YouTube. And perhaps this is it. What the Oracle did, I don't know. But we'll find out in the end. We'll find out. Bree says there's no shame in their game. No, it's not. And then she said, Ed C. Roberts, cause that's our choice. And she called your name, Bree. And you know you're going too far with it. You know we don't play that in here. I know, I'll give you a lot of leeway, Bree, but you're going to have to really calm down. You can't be calling people no idiot. Because we don't go with the name calling and stuff. We keep it, fun in here, and you know that, Bree. All the way from Africa, you know that. Ryan said, Asatar, highlighting lies, truths, and challenging them is the problem. They have influence. Their opinions, lies carry weight. We just viewers. And Tommy, I can't say all of that. I don't like that name. So I'm just going to say Tommy. Love you, Toothless. I don't know who you are, but love you back. And Phyllis says, dog, you just like half and half cream. And Sneaky Pete say, when is a court date? Sneaky Pete, we ain't even begun. I just got Skinny served, and now I have to get the CEO of YouTube served. I sent him his letter April the 7th. Now, in federal court, the way it works, you first have to send them a copy of the complaint. And you have to send them a form where they can choose if they want to receive the summons and be served, or they can choose to accept the complaint, letting them know they're in a lawsuit, and they get 30 extra days before they have to answer to the lawsuit. He has until May 7th to do one or the other. I have until May 12th. If he does not choose not to be served, then I have from May 7th to May 12th to get him served. Now that they're served, then I don't set the court date. The court sets their own calendar. And generally it's a year out because you have different things scheduled that has to take place before you ever get to court. So I don't make those decisions. And no one else does but the judge and whoever his clerk is. It's whenever it is. Skinny said, I'll be dead before we ever go. I don't know. My grandmother lived to 104, and that's what I asked for. He may be dead. Who knows? That's not an issue for me. It's just one day at a time. That's how I live life. Yeah, thank you, Pete. I had to be sent here to drain the swamp. I didn't come here for that, but since they chose me and I asked them to leave me out of their stuff, I don't want to be a part of nothing because I don't fight like them. You know, it's just like I made a chart, an organization chart of how I felt like these cults work, because I felt like Kwame's chat was also a cult. And I did a chart for his group when Gotti was going to fight him. And they used that against me, saying like I just switched on Skinny. No, I knew exactly what I was doing. I made both. But it's amazing to me how people take your ideas and then think they can use your ideas against you. And you created them. I mean, these people are really unscrupulous. And I thought she was really a beautiful person. And she was so, she says spiritual. But then, you know, you need to question what spirit is she claiming? Because spirit just means breath. And spiritual means breathing, if you look at the etymology of the word. But since they gave us a connotative meaning for spiritual, which we think is denotative, and they attach it to deities that they call, you know, godly or whatever, then perhaps she is a dark spirit. And so, if, you know, you're dark, I'm thinking because she talked about the ancestors, she was walking in the light. And, you know, I'm not clairvoyant or anything, but I do have discernment. And the way she does it is she doesn't speak much, and she practices a tone that is almost hypnotizing. And most people are listening to the tone and not hearing what she's saying in the words. Oh my. Oh my, I feel like Johnny Gill. Oh, thank you. I was not expecting that one. Let us go. And I want to give my disclaimer about my parodies. And I want to thank Southside StraightTalk TV for understanding that these are parodies. It has nothing to do with them personally. It may resemble them or whatever, but these are songs that I made to cope while everybody was coming at me. And I can't get on here and call them all the names that I could. You know, I'm good at all that, but I didn't get on here for all of that, so I refuse to reduce myself to that. I have a name to uphold, and a mama and a daddy who were very poor, worked very hard, both of them. My daddy was a custodian, my mother was a maid, but yet both of them left us a house paid for. So I have to live up to the standard in which they showed me how to live. And I can't reduce myself to what these people do and say on this camera. I might say anything off the camera, but on the camera, I'm not going to be willing to do that. So let me just play a couple of my songs, and hopefully, you know, you guys will have fun with them like I did when I was making them. Everybody loved this one, and so I'm going to play this one because everybody loved it. I want to give a little homage to Lil Kiki here in Texas because that's his song, Southside. Texas in the South, Louisiana in the South, Georgia in the South, Florida in the South. Everybody do the Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Hey, Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Everybody do the Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people want to swim and he's snapping at their hand. I said he's sitting on the beach, they're playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping at their hand. Do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. Everybody do the shark boy, shark boy. Hey, shark boy, shark boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping with their hands. I say he's playing on the beach, sitting in the sand. People trying to swim and he's snapping at their hands. Do the shark boy. Hey. So now we've been reduced to voodoo dolls. I think that's awful. But who am I? So this is what I did, sir. I told the witch doctor I'm tired of you bullying me. I told the witch doctor not me in 2003. I told the witch doctor you need to leave me be. And the witch doctor told me this is how you must be free. You go ooh ah, bing ting, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Toot toot wah wah wah, ding like a ling ding. So every time you pacemaker a blast, I send it back to you 100-fold. I don't believe in that stuff, and neither should you. But do what you do, and just remember, ooh ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Brown skinned lady, where your husband at? When he woke up, you were typing in that chat. He sat up so he could think. Next thing he knew, you were taking skinny link. He left home to be with his side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. He said, baby, this ain't right. I'm gonna leave and go back home tonight. It was about 4 a.m. when he grabbed a handle. He walked right in and you were on a panel. He left home to be with his side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. I am telling you, I'm not going, not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going. And you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. You're gonna go with me. You know, they laugh and talk about my little 20 or 30 people that be in my chat. I'm so honored to have you guys and for you all to stay. Okay. Well, Sam, this time you spoke, and I appreciate that. No, I didn't catch an art thief, maybe an artist thief, one that said that I stole their music and abused it when actually they don't own the music at all. Um, we're going to see how that plays out. They should be filing a federal lawsuit against me um, within the next 10 days, and we'll see how that works. One of the things when you do a notification, they ask you, are you willing to go to federal court in the district where you live, which is where I have a case already. And yes, I am willing to go to defend against copyrights. And one thing about these people, when they get their attorneys have to be able first to practice before the federal courts. And then number two, they have to be able to practice in the Northern District of Texas, which they have a form there on the system. If anybody go and look up the case, and I've given you all the case number, they have a form that their attorneys have to fill out and get permission to practice in Texas if they don't already have it. So we'll just see what happens. Yep, Asator, it's your alter ego. But everybody wants to be you so bad, and it's so sad that they don't know the difference. But hey, what can we say? Bree said, I don't wish for any of that anymore. This unity notion will never work. Best to select your own kind. Less drama. Most love the attention. Most love the attention. That's true, Bree. Acting foolish. Yes, it's idiotic. I be where I want to be. That is so very true. And there's nothing wrong with it being idiotic, but you just can't call nobody no idiot. And I'm going to say this. You can't call them their here. Now, you can call them what you want, wherever you want. You got that right. But what I don't tolerate is that type of behavior. That's what I don't tolerate. I really don't try to tell grown people what to do. They can do what they want to do. They grown. And if you grown enough to do it, then I say do it. But I believe in building up. See, this is what I know, that no matter what we do, we have to do it independently, working toward the same goal. We're all are interdependent beings. We need one another, yes. But we know that as a team, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to make it. Because anytime it's anybody outside of yourself, then if you know you can't be compromised, you can't speak for another person. And there's always that chance that someone can be compromised. So if you would just do it with you and your loved ones and teach them working toward the same common goal, then together, one day, we can meet at the same place. But if we start out in the same car, 5 of us, somewhere along the way, there's going to be some problems. And either 1 or 2 of them are going to get out the car before we get to our destination. Or everybody's going to be mad at each other by the time we get to our destination. So if we start thinking independent as far as action goes, because see, some of us work harder than others. And if you're sitting there looking at what I'm not doing and looking at what you're doing, that's going to cause dissension. And what we don't want is dissension. We want everything working toward the common goal. If people on here start calling out this kind of behavior and standing up against it, we would have to change the way we do business. But as long as we got people giving thousands of dollars to people, tearing down people, talking about dead people, talking about dead children, making fun of people, coming up with scams, coming up with reasons for people to give them money, then we're going to always have a problem. We're going to always have a problem. And so everybody is not going to do right. And we have to know that that's true. And so you're right. We got to be with like-minded people, but we got to be willing to go along, because that's what it's all about. Regina M said, FYI, if you post videos on YouTube that use copyright content in accordance with fair use principles, you should include a disclaimer in your video's description that credits the creditor and fair use. Okay, that's very good to know. Sim said, Asator, hey, You, me, Russia is cold as F. I'm at the crib. Well, now, go in there and tell Klinger, Sim, tell Klinger that his time is up and he needs to stop. You know, that's Klinger from Hogan's Heroes. He's over there at the Kremlin with you. At C. Roberts, I think I misunderstood your comment, but it could have meant what I thought, and that is you directed your question at us. I don't know. But at least you're trying to understand, Bree, and that's what it's all about. Hey, Laura. And Sim said, who is the art thief? It's the artist thief. And she goes by the name of Southern Gotti. And they call her the Oracle. She's the one who struck me for 5 videos, said that I infringed upon her copyright of the song that she made me for my introduction for my videos. And Madria posted, the commentary in this presentation is not about any specific people or groups. The persons being mentioned during the parodies are all coincidental and intended to make people laugh. C. Robert says, Brix, you say something? Ass said, at Sim, no art thieves, just people stealing other people's music and acting like they created the song just for you. That's what happened to me twice. And then the song that I did give Sky to make for me, Skinny Tight, she did make the song and put herself in the song, but I never got the song. And she said she used my voice for the bass line, but I never got the song. And Phyllis said Southside, and that's that song. Laura speaking to everybody. And then Sim, Gotti is claiming copyright to songs she didn't create or own. She sent Toothless, it was 5 videos, 1 strike. I have 1 strike on my page. 3 strikes, you're out. They take your channel. And so one of the things they said that they wanted to do to me was take my channel. Why would anybody want to take my channel that has 65,000 subscribers on one page, 8,000 on another page, 2,000 and something on another page? Gotti has a page, and I don't even think she has 500 people. So why would she want to take my channel? For what reason? I don't know. I have no idea. Did it say she loved that witch doctor? Ass said, no, Sam said, ass. Me answer me. Thanks me. No names got it. Female do the flag for her man. Then art thiefery uncovered. Is that it? Ass can answer that for you, Sam. Bree said, water will not put out the fire. You outsmart their game by getting rid of the snakes in here. I don't see another way to fight them off, Toothless. Just my way. I accept the whipping. Well, okay. And I don't mind you fighting your way. I just don't want you calling them idiots and stuff. And you're right. I didn't think the person was being disrespectful. I don't know. Maybe you read something I didn't read. I only have a problem when they disrespectful. I don't have a problem with being different or, not thinking like I think. I don't have no problem with that. It's just when they're disrespectful. Sim said, ass, thanks me. So about Putin. Sim is tripping. Then it says, it's getting hot in here. show the copyrights to those songs you own. Yeah, she's going to have to show them to Jason because he's definitely on it. He sent me that. I was not expecting that email last night at 9:59 p.m. But I sent him everything that I know and I have. So, you know, may the best copyright owner win. And Bree said, what about Putin? What do you know? Probably nothing. And C. Roberts is talking to you, Bree. She said, I know a lot. I'm at the Kremlin. What would you like to know that Asatar hasn't told you? And Bree said, Roberts, I answered. Okay, Sam, I see you in other places too. So about that. Asatar says, Bree, don't fall into the Sim rabbit hole. She is playing off the nation that they're calling me a Russian KGB spy. So Sim being Sim is playing off of that joke. She said, yeah, I get that ass. And C. Roberts said, I came with love for clarity. I was saying I'm here when TT first hit the link on Kwame channel. And you're always welcome here, C. Roberts. You know, Bree, I don't excuse her behavior. She's a grown woman, but she's from Africa and they sound a little different than us. And sometimes she sounds a little too rough, but she really has my interest at heart, just like you do. But I don't want her disrespecting nobody. And this happened before. And so I want to make sure that I make you feel as comfortable as I can. And Bree knows, and she, you know, corrects herself. Regina said, what I don't understand is why other CCs, which is content creators, are so concerned about other content creators' numbers, thinking they are shaming others by doing it. Why are they concerned? And watch. Shaking my head. I don't either, but one time numbers were the thing. And I think that's one of the things, the reason why they all off into the numbers. And that's why a lot of them got caught up with buying numbers. And then they made it possible for them to buy views, buy likes, and things of that nature. Like you can even buy comments. But I think YouTube changed the algorithm and they're more into engagement. And that's why, you know, I would rather have 3 good people, 20 good people. Right now I have 28 good people that's willing to talk back and forth and be a part of the conversation than to have 65,000 and only have the same 15 people chatting every day. The same 15 you had when you only had 20,000, now you're 65,000 and it's the same 15. Even if the names change, the number of people in your chat that's chatting never changes. Oh, they can have numbers up there, say they got 300 and 500, but those people are not interacting. So it's very hard to believe. And Bree said, as I'm convinced though, and Regina M say, why are they watching? I really would love to know that myself. I'd like to know that myself, Regina. That would really be good to know. Bree said, crabs in a bucket, Regina M. Regina M say, right, Briggs. And Maria got my favorite guy down there, Connie Son. If y'all have not heard Connie Son music, he's from Cleveland. Please go and subscribe. Look like she got his YouTube page down here. And please go and subscribe to his YouTube page. I'm going to, in a week or two, put Jason's YouTube page in here because he is on YouTube. And in all honesty, I'm going to send it to Maria so she can have it in here by Wednesday. And that's the guy who actually owned the right to the song that Someone said that I infringed upon their right. I'd like for you guys, if you are into music, to go and subscribe to him. It's nothing much I can do, but I can support him that way. And I'm going to have it where we have his link in here just to support him. He has been nothing but kind to me. I wasn't even expecting the email from last night, and he sent it to me, and that really made me feel good because, like I said, yesterday was 30th year that my mom has been deceased, and so that was like a breath from heaven for that to come so unexpectedly. C. Roberts said, none taken. This is the internet. Yeah, but some is taken. Even though this is the internet, we're human and we have feelings. And, we have to acknowledge them and we have to respect them. I think that's one of the problems. Everybody hide behind this is the internet when they display bad behavior. I think that's really what really bothers me. And if you guys go and listen to Connie Sung, he has an interview that he did. He's very knowledgeable, and he knows some of what I know about who we were and who we want to aspire to be. And he sings about his life and the struggles he's had, and he has a beautiful voice. And my favorite song by him is Power Couple. It's a really nice song, but he has some where he's just talking to himself, and he's talking to the creator. So he has some real deep music, and I think you guys should. Thank you, Lazy. Thank you. I think you guys will really enjoy his music. He doesn't put out a lot, but he does put out music, and then I went and just purchased his music because I love his voice. And then I try to always support us as the people in the way that I can. Regina M said, yes, YouTube is now more about engagement, not so much numbers. And that's true. And so if people would just remember what they came to YouTube for and don't get caught up, because there's no way I would have thought I would have been in the middle of all of these, what they call beefs. And like I told them, I don't do beef. I eat beef. Preferably filet mignon and lobster tail. At home, I like oxtails, and I like my sister make this great dish called the Mexican dish. We use ground beef for that. I like spaghetti with ground beef, and I like meatloaf. But I don't, beef with people. That's nothing I do, nothing I want to do. And I certainly didn't come on YouTube for that. That's a form of what we call white supremacy racism. It's a code that we all live up under. Anytime all of these areas of our lives are affected, it is the economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. Then we all live under that code because all of that is being controlled for us. What we need to do is learn how to live through this code. And we need to learn a better way to effectively communicate, because most of us as a people, and I can certainly say this is true for me, we have forgotten how to have conversations and how to solve problems. But all problems, as Neely Fuller would say, and that's the person who gave us those 9 areas of life, what he would say is all problems are solved through questions and answers. And a lot of us have forgotten the rules to questions: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how. Those are things we ask, and then we listen for the answer. And a lot of us don't listen for the answer. We may ask the question, and we start answering the question before the person we asked the question start answering us. Regina M. Well, Briex said, Sam, I see the wink. Guess you can't answer why you in Ukraine and Russia. And so Regina M said, it may be the internet and or YouTube, but when people start to bully, harass, and threaten others, it then becomes personal real life. This is why whenever you support a content creator, you respect their channel. That is so very true. And it's kind of like the story that I was telling in the beginning. And Regina, I actually saw you in her chat, and I wonder maybe I know you from there. I've been there once or twice. I didn't call her name, but the content creator, where there's this big controversy going on about the GoFundMe and the anonymous, and people names feel like they're being doxxed. A lot of people are very careful in giving information, because when you use your Cash App or any manner actually, but basically your Cash App, then however you're signed up, then that's how your name comes across. And on GoFundMe, what I want to say about that, when it says anonymous, you're only anonymous to the public. You can't be anonymous to the actual system, because you have to have your name connected to a bank in some manner. So that's why your information would be seen by the individual that owns the account. Stem says, please reread comment that Toothless just read out loud. You had a question about Putin, not Ukraine and Russia. I was willed to answer. Maybe Yumayui were away. Boy, Sim be having fun. I ain't lying. I don't know what you be on, Sim, but you be having some fun. And you ought to share that with everybody, whatever that is you're on. You ought to share it. We all need to talk like you and just say anything. And Bree said, read between the lines. You can. Yeah, so a lot of times people may think things are purpose, and they could be purpose, but sometimes they not purpose. It's just the way the system is set up. And that's why a lot of people too don't like to give. But it's amazing though, the people who say that they don't like to give because of those reasons be in some of the raunchiest chats and giving the most money when people are laughing and making fun of people. And that really gets me. And then people say, well, make you another channel. And Regina, I think you had suggested that to me once, and I almost considered doing that, but I don't have a need for another channel. If whatever I'm talking about or my behavior has proven to be that I need to lose my channel, then that's what will happen. Or I'll decide to leave myself. But I'm not going to do another channel or anything, because I'm not going to go outside of what I know to be the guidelines. And if it is, then they'll let me know. I can barely do this channel, and I do 2 days a week. And, you know, it's funny for some people, but I have a plethora of disabilities, and you cannot see them all. Matter of fact, you can't really see them other, if you want to call me being, as they call it, obese, being a disability, or as some would call me hunchback, being a disability. But I'm humped over because I have a very heavy chest, and it's very comfortable to lean it on my desk. But you know, it's so much that we can be doing if we chose to do it. It's just so much we could be doing. I mean, we got children, and this is one of the things that Kwame opened up with that we all used to love hearing. We got children reading on less than a 4th grade level. And we know, as I share with people, we learn to read from a child up until the 3rd grade. Once we reach the 4th grade, everything in life, then we read to learn. So if you didn't learn to read by the 3rd grade, by the time you hit the 4th grade, you're in trouble. And you're going to have problems. And you're going to have to depend on other people to help you navigate through this thing we call life. Regina said, yes, I actually found you originally through that content creator. You was telling your story. Now it's a lot of blow up due to misunderstandings and miscommunications. I get it. Yeah, it is. And that's what happens a lot here on YouTube. And that's because of our lack of communication skills, although we think we're great communicators. And some of us are great orators, but we're not great communicators. We may be great pronouncers of words and letters, but we're not great listeners. A lot of us don't listen at all. We only listen to respond. And we try to respond before the person finish asking the question, or if we ask them a question before they even finish giving us an answer, we already have a rebuttal to whatever it is that they said. And that's unfortunate, because communication really is everything in any relationship. It's a part of trust, it's a part of respect, it's a part of intelligence, it's a part of integrity. All of those things work hand in hand. And because we were trained with the herd mentality, and we were trained to be happy exactly where we are, a lot of us dare to be the best us that we can be. And that's why, like Ash said, that what he does in his coaching is teach people how to be the best version of themselves. Not the best version of me or someone else, but the best version of yourself. That means a lot. Ash said, please hit the like button. We should be at around 50 likes. I don't know where we are as far as the likes go, but hit the likes if you would, please. It would certainly help us out. Briek says, let me explain. Doesn't make sense that you're in both places same time. I read your comments in the other places. So just out of curiosity, I ask. Oh, Bree, you know that girl is talking. Let me see what Sim says. I requested a channel to cover what is going on in Armenia and up to now, Ukraine with backstory by Marine part. I buy me. Bye. Yeah, we know we've been through this before, Sam. We've been through this before. Don't start. Yeah, but I think that if we would, I don't know if it's the dichotomy between men and women that has been set up by this system to keep us at odds with one another, and therefore we've taken on different roles or lives of its own. I don't know what the situation is that makes it almost impossible for us to have conversation. It makes it almost impossible for us to just have a real life conversation, an adult conversation. A lot of people talk, but they talk as if they're talking to children. And therein lies a lot of the problems. And then it seems like nobody wants to, okay, Madria, nobody wants to really have a real conversation, it seems. Regina said, people on here are a lot less understanding for their own personal reasons. That I can see, each one. I can only try to guide to help someone to see and towards right. Otherwise, I do not get involved. Yeah, and that makes sense. I'm one of those people, though. I'm very opinionated person, but what I generally would do if I'm talking to somebody like people I don't know on here, and normally it's because I've had a conversation with them offline or whatever, I'll ask really for permission to speak if I'm going to talk publicly to them, because I can't be nobody than who I am. And so I ask for permission to speak. So if you give me permission to speak, then I'm going to speak the way I would normally speak. And if I don't ask you that, then that means I'm not going to really have no hell of an input. Because you people are stuck in their ways, and you try to show them different by being different, but they love to say they didn't come here for that. They come here for entertainment. But a lot of the stuff that's going on and happening to people is not entertaining at all. It's not entertaining at all. It's very painful to watch. And it's even more so if you are the target of whatever is happening. And it seems to be all over what I say they call the black sector, whatever that is. But the internet has millions of people on it, of all races and ethnicities, all ages. And there's trouble anywhere there's people. So I can understand the dynamics of trouble where there's people. I understand that. But what I really can't understand is why we as a people don't take this opportunity. I mean, just this past week alone, we had the incident that we spoke of the other day, the student and the teacher fighting. And there's another incident where a male teacher and a student got into a fight. Another incident where a parent jumped on a teacher. When things happen, they just start happening, seem like all over. And we have enough things going on. Could it be the food? Could it be the water? Could it be medication? Could it be the air? What could it be that people are so intolerant of one another? It's so many things that's really going on that we really could be looking at, just like the shootings that take place. And, we always want to talk about the Second Amendment, and we always want to talk about the individual, but we don't want to talk about the weapons and how if we didn't have those weapons, we wouldn't have those problems. Regina M. say, a lot is bullying in most cases. However, most start from misunderstandings. I would like to say that most start from misunderstandings, but because of what happened to me, and I've seen it happen to other people, most starts from a bully. And it ain't got nothing to do with no misunderstanding. I know in my case, you go one day, you all laughing and talking. The next day, a person declare you their enemy, and then the whole herd just follow that head cow. And they'll follow them right off the cliff. They don't even know what's going on. They don't even care to hear what's going on. C. Roberts, I agree. Let me see. D. Staff said, ever headbutted someone to get their mind right? Nah, I haven't. I've seen people do that. C. Roberts, I don't know if you have that book, but I do give it away freely. All you have to do is send me an email. And that is a silent weapon. And I read that they got a section in there where they tell you how they keep the adults busy, entertained with nothing of importance, and how they don't teach the children certain things. And that's all it is a silent weapon. And then I read and explained what the silent weapons were and the effect that they have. The same as a bullet or a bomb. It has the same effect to destroy. It does. But you don't feel it and you don't see it until you've been affected by it. And that's something that we don't want to comprehend. We don't dislike each other just because we dislike each other. It's something in play that makes us dislike each other. And we can't see beyond what we see. We're people that are visual, but we say that we have faith. And we know faith without works are dead. And we do nothing to change the conditions in which we live. And we tend to accept the unacceptable. And now we've all begun to trade the truth for a lie and think that that's acceptable. When in all honesty, it is not. It is not. So it's just really something to have an opportunity to do something great and not take advantage of it, because that's what we have, an opportunity to do something great on this platform. And I know most of us don't believe in or attend therapy. And people with wisdom and knowledge, if they would just get on here and share, perhaps our people could hear. And you're not telling them what to do, giving them any advice. You're just sharing knowledge and experience. And it's so sad for our younger generations now. The people that are in their 40s, for some reason, they seem like they really have a disdain for senior citizens. They certainly have a lack of respect, and not all, because it's not all of nothing, but the majority, they seem to. That's right. Definitely the herd mentality. It's that animal husbandry training. And you can see it in operation on here. And what's so sad about it, Bree, is that these people are from different parts of the world, and certainly different parts of the United States. But as Curtis Mayfield once said in his song, that he's been around the world and he's found that people are the same everywhere. And Virginia M says, but hold on, isn't the herd mentality is where those that do not do their own research or live within their own delusionments and prejudices and racism start? I dream of a day when most people think the herd mentality is basically just the individual following whomever. You know, I call it, believe it or not, the Jesus syndrome. If you go back to the story when they were speaking on Jesus getting ready to be persecuted, it was a thief, Jesus, and the people said, kill him. And the king said he could find nothing wrong with this man. And his wife said, let him go. He's done nothing wrong. But the crowd said, kill him, kill him, kill him. And because the king wanted to remain king, it's just like these chats. A lot of the bad stuff that happened to people like myself, when the bullying and all like that, people in the chats drive how that content creator allowed things to go, or feed off of what the crowd is feeding into. They drop the seed for the crowd to get in behind them. The crowd gets in behind them and then take the lead. And then they kill him, kill him, kill him. And then what happens? They hang an innocent man and let the thief go because of the herd. And we do that same thing right here. We see it almost all over YouTube. We see it right here. The herd. Like what happened to me. This man just out of the blue decided to make a video about me saying I wasn't trustworthy. Everything that man do and say is a lie. But he called me a liar. Now they don't know not one lie I've told. But everything this man say almost is a lie. And they just went with him. Oh, he don't bother nobody unless they did something to him first. Okay, so tell me, what did I do? It had to be some. You know, you all just leave it alone. No. I don't have to just leave it alone. You know, I'm a grown woman. full life, breathing mother of a grown son. No. Aunt of grown nieces and nephews older than this young man. Nobody would ever disrespect me like this man has. But that's who he is. And this is, after all, as people love to say, YouTube. And then guys sitting there who have mothers, or they had living mothers, maybe they're deceased now, sit up there and listen to him say the things that he say, and then they give. And I find that it's a lot of Europeans in his chat, and they give. It's a lot of Europeans that love seeing us as a people destroy one another and think it's funny. And we welcome them with open arms. And we accept them. And they're really not close to anybody. But they'll give and give. And they even participate in conversations. And they'll even use nigger every now and then in their conversations. That happens a lot, I see, in the different chats. The women on here are sad excuses for women. They call each other out of their names more than men ever have in a rap song and anywhere else. They degrade each other's womb, and that's one of the most sacredest places in earth, is the womb of a woman, where life is developed, created, and flows from. It's really sad. We don't understand our worth. So we tear each other down. We scheme and we scam and we make fun of. And we even tell ourselves it's okay. The herd mentality made me think of a book. The Banality of Evil, author Hannah Arendt. Bio Hannah Arendt. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Was forced to flee Nazi Germany as a Jew before World War II. This is a controversial read. Bree said, exactly, Regina M. I refuse to not think and stay consistent. 100. Coming from pages which were absolute fake and asinine to me, and most others pity. Most still follow and don't see or think. Ryan says, wow, is the organization okay with that? Okay with what, Ryan? Because you know the organization is out there. I'm surprised the organization supposed to be these 3 tough women that took down Black Lives Matter. I'm surprised they haven't come for me. I don't know why they would, but I'm surprised. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to find out who the organization is. That's going to be interesting. They some strong women, I was told. So hell of a women. Brian, what are you asking? Is the organization with what? I just really want to know the answer to that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. I'm going to have to, I don't know, Regina. I'm going to have to try to get that book. I got so many books I done bought that I need to really spend time reading, but I haven't had time to read because I've been reading this Federal Code of Civil Procedure and reading different statutes and trying to find case law to deal with my present situation, then trying to fight these takedowns of my videos. And you know, you got to word the stuff right or YouTube is not going to accept it. You know, It's really something. But, it has to be done, y'all. And I used to always ask, why me? Then I had to ask, why not me? You know, I stand for what I stand for. So why not me? I mean, I can't just sit around and let people do me any kind of way and think it's okay. I can't do that. Mm-mm. I can't do it. Not at all. But it says, you got to ask. You can start here on YouTube to get to know and find Hannah Arendt. I promise you will like it. Okay, I'm gonna check that out because that's where I spend most of all my money. When I'm buying something for me, that's normally what it is, some kind of book, and the rest I'll buy spend helping up somebody else. But most of my money go to books. Let me go back up so I can. The banality of evil. I'll check out Amazon and see if they got it. I really got to go ahead and purchase Neely Fuller's compensatory book on the code. Ryan said, I can't sit around and watch people do other people any kind of way. No, I can't either, Ryan. And like I said, when I apologized to all of the ladies that I seen that was being bullied, I didn't see that as being bullied because they were talking just as much as that person. I was looking at it as mutual combat, not thinking that they was just fighting the best way that they knew how to fight. I never saw it like that until I know what happened to me. And one thing I know about a lie is I can't say when nobody's lying on somebody else, but I can definitely say when they're lying on me. And nobody may not believe that because a lot of people came to me saying, oh, you was all right when he was doing it to other people, but now they still over there listening to him do it to other people as if they're exempt. And that's what gets me about these people. You don't have to do anything for people on YouTube to make you content. They need money. And what they do is test their audience. Reminds me of politicians. They're just testing their base. And as long as their base don't push back, then it's full steam ahead. And then the base join in and make you the butt of the jokes. And everything is funny until it's you. And people act like they don't understand that concept. They're like, I'm the only human in America that laughed at stuff that they laughed at. But when it's said about me, it's not funny. I think that's common to all humans. In my opinion, it is. But not in theirs. I'm the only human like that. And then you got people wanting to be your enemy for no reason at all. They're just making up stuff to say. But what you do to those people is treat them like the nothing that they are. Pay them no mind. And eventually, they'll stop begging for your attention and find them somebody to play with. I don't play with grown men. Not at all. Yeah, once you get a certain age, as a little boy, certain games you have to stop playing. Regina said, Hannah also has another book that is good read, The Origins of Totalitarianism. I know I just messed that word up, but no, I think I said it right, totalitarianism. So many great books, but you always have to use your own discernment based on your personal circumstances. That's very true. But we need to know about totalitarianism and capitalism, because those are the kind of things that we were not taught anything about. And therefore, we really don't have, and I'm not saying all of us, I'm just saying the masses. Some of us dared to be different and went out and started learning on our own. But most of us don't even have a need to even know. And Ryan said cocaine bear and cocaine snake coming to a theater near you. Ryan is so funny. Oh, that boy should have been a comedian. He is so funny. Oh, Ryan, I just love you, child. You tickle me pink. Pink, you get it? I want y'all to consider getting one of my t-shirts. Not me, one of my t-shirts. I'm trying to think of maybe another design, maybe so that people might be interested in it. You could get another color. My favorite color is pink and black. So everything I do is pink and black. But I really, really need to try to start selling some of my products. I have mugs, and I have keychains. I have journals. And a few people bought journals. And ink pens. I have Toothless Tiger ink pens. But I would like for you all to consider possibly purchasing my merchandise. I don't have a website that you can go to, but I do have some of my merchandise downloaded on the computer. One day I'll show it. I used to show it sometimes, but I haven't showed it lately. But you guys really keep me wanting to come back every Wednesday and Sunday, because there were a couple of times I just said I was going to just take a hiatus from the craziness. And one of you all will call me and say something encouraging, and just how excited y'all are for the show to come this week. And it keeps me coming back with a smile on my face and in my heart, because I know I'm doing the right thing. And I didn't come here to hurt nobody. And I won't allow anybody to hurt me or run me off. I won't let them. My favorite rapper, Mo3, he had a song, I Won't Let Him. I won't let them. Mm-mm. And there are no excuses. None whatsoever. No excuses for us not wanting to be better. We may not know what to do, but we can definitely have a desire to want to be better. Briek says, Regina M., Hitler gave his regime, okay, that's a medical term, methamphetamine, kind of different than to zombie yourself, like some people do on YouTube. Well, you do know that Hitler was actually trained here in the U.S. You do know that. All of the great guys that they call our terrorists were trained by us. Regina says, please consider putting your merchandise information into your About tab on your page. Oh, okay. Thank you. We may even can make them little pictures and have pictures. I will do that, Regina. Thank you. You are so great and knowledgeable. You really are. Hold up. Okay, Wilma. Not liquid silk, girl. When you get some free time, give me a holler. Hey, Laura, you still with us? Don't forget to make sure and see if you hit the like button before you leave. Well, you guys, it is winding down to 11. We've had a beautiful show, I believe. Hopefully, I've said some things to help some of the newcomers or some of the guys that have been here. And, you know, you got to be careful when these people telling you that they're making your intros and making your thumbnails. Like I said, one good thing that Matt K did teach me is that with these thumbnails, that people don't own the copyrights to the people's licensed stuff. So they can't buy them. So all that talk about my stuff was bought, that's not true. It's not true at all. They can't own the license. And then I looked at a contract with one of these companies and I read it all the way through. And they said they offer the license free of charge. And they're not saying that people can't use the stuff to make money. That's not what they're saying. But what they're saying is that, you know, they make it free of charge. They don't own no copyrights. And that's how they're able to allow people to get their information and use it for free. I have to see why every time I do a video, before I even get started, they already have ad suitability on it. And sometimes it's in the manner in which we spell things or a thumbnail or something of that nature. We just have to check it out and see. But I'm very excited about what's happening. And like I said, I am very pleased that you guys show up every Wednesday and Sunday and support me in the manner that you do and hit the like button. And that means everything to me because it makes a difference. It's a horrible thing to have 65,000 people and only have 2,000 watching. That's kind of a sad story to me. I'm grateful. We have 41 likes, so that really is beautiful. If anybody, just check and make sure that you hit the like button. And let me see, Regina says, I try to help others anyway. I support those that do the same, those that stand up on official causes for the better, even if it's just making people laugh. And that's beautiful, but you give a lot of knowledge, Regina. And I greatly appreciate you for your knowledge. And if you will, you can accept that. And if you don't want it, I don't have a problem with that. And I'll be happy to take it back. But You give a lot to my show, in my opinion. Your knowledge is invaluable, and for me, it's priceless. You make some very good suggestions, and your input always makes sense to me. And so I'm grateful for that. But you guys have been phenomenally well. I thank you, Ryan, for staying as long as you have, because I know you got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Madria, you know you always sacrificing and giving of yourself, and I greatly appreciate it. Laura, I'm just so happy to see you. I can't believe you was here. Hit me back and let me know what happened from the other day. I don't think you hit me back to let me know what happened. Bree, you know I love you all the way from America to Africa. C. Roberts, if you still here. D. Staff, I'm so happy y'all came. Sim, you may be gone. Asator, I know you're working. I'm so glad you guys were here. Lazy Bone, you know I love it when you're here. There are so many that are here that don't type in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Phyllis, I love your support. My older sister, she's always right here supporting me. Greatly appreciated. My brothers and my cousins, they're looking. They don't type. Greg looks every now and then. I never know when. Tommy, thank you for coming. Everybody, I just want to say that I appreciate you for being here. And again, yesterday on the 22nd marked 30 years that my mom transitioned from this life to the next. I'm grateful. Tariq, thank you for always coming. Thomas, I hope you wrote down the number and you go take a look. DL, thank you for always showing up. I appreciate you guys. If you all have any ideas of anything that you would like for me to discuss or talk about, please leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to consider it and perhaps do it. Rachel, so glad you came by. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. So Alicia, hopefully you still here. And on that note, as you guys know, it's about that time. Love you back, Asatar. Regina said, oh, I am honored and humbled. Not necessary, but I respect it. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's just I'm humbled and respect you and what you bring to my show. And I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Tariq, I'm glad you're still here. I didn't know y'all was still here. Oh, y'all make my heart feel so good. I'm so glad. I didn't know y'all was still here. And C. Roberts, everybody was still here. Y'all just don't know how y'all touch me and make me feel so very special. So I am just humbled and honored and glad to have you guys. And again, I'm going to get ready to close because I know you guys got to go to work tomorrow and everything. And I'm going to stay up a while. I have to write some objections. The judge in his order, Ash tried to break it down to me, but me and Ash, we always bumping heads. On a good note, we always bouncing stuff back at each other. Then sometimes we always see eye to eye, and then sometimes he's so logical. And sometimes I'm so get on his damn nerve. He'll never tell me, but I know I do. I know I do. But I'm gonna just write my objections anyway, whether I need to or not. He seemed to think I don't need to, but I seem to think I do. You do objections to preserve the right on appeal if you have to appeal, and so you just want to be safe than sorry. And ask really comes from a place of logic, which is what we really all need to come from, a place of logic. And if it's not logical, it's kind of like what Judge Judy tell us. If it doesn't make sense, it isn't true. No matter what it is, and no matter who's telling the story, that's how you can stop from being biased. Just listen to whatever you're hearing, whether it makes sense or not. It's kind of like, you know how they say FBI agents and stuff are trained human lie detectors. We all are. You know, we have little idioms that we do and little things like one of mine when I was driving. I haven't driven in so long. I hope I remember to drive when I get my other eye fixed. They say you never forget, but I hope so. Uh, but one of mine is like if I'm on the freeway and if I jump in front of somebody without cutting on my blinker, my hand will automatically go on my head and I'll just start scratching. Like that to me let me know that I knew I was wrong. You know, could have done it differently. So we all have little things that we do, little twitches and little things when we tell a lie or when we're excited or when we're, sad. And those are the things that they look for. And those are just behaviors in humans, period. There's certain things people do. Um, like most people with no teeth, or if they have missing teeth, they won't laugh. Like, see, I would laugh. I don't care. But other people would. I never could get ready for all of that because I really know who I am and I'm confident in who I am. And I know how I was born and what my teeth have always been. So, as a kid, that was very painful and I had all of them, but they were just colored. But as an adult now, I paid for teeth and had beautiful teeth for many years, 30 to be exact. And they started falling out. And I never would have thought they'd have fell out because they were permanent, they told me. But permanent is not always permanent. But anywho, I'm just glad that you guys are here. I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. And again, if anybody have an idea of something that they want to talk about, let me know. Because for me and my house, we're going to keep moving forward. We're not getting caught up in nothing. I'm going to discuss whatever I choose, when I choose, but all the back and forth and craziness, I can't participate in any of that. And it's not because of a court case, it's because of who I am. I don't do that. And so if they can make money laughing at my pain, I wish them well. And I hope it's been as easy as it was for them to make it. Regina said, another great live. Love all the engagement. And remember, it's not always about quantity, but it means everything when you have quality. And you can say that again, Regina M. That is so true. Thank you, Tariq. Oh, Lazy, I'm so glad to see you. Ass, what up with the mushiness? Oh, Bree, don't hate. Fact, Regina M. Bree said. Madria said, Regina M. So true. Yeah, I couldn't make it without you guys, and I thank you all very much. So I'm going to close out with my mom and our children are our future, and that will be I love you back, Bree, and that will be good night from the Tiger's Den. Let me get to my songs. I'm always with my mama. She's my favorite girl. Always with my mama. She brought me in this world. Sometimes I feel so bad when I think of all the things we used to do. When Mama used to clean somebody else's house just to buy me a new pair of shoes. I never understood how Mama made it through the week when she never ever got a good night's sleep. Oh, she's one of a kind. You got yours and I got mine. Oh, hey mama, my heart belongs to you. Oh, yeah, I always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one, yeah. We're not against content. We're not against content creators and supportive subscribers. But we are against those bullies, stalkers, and harassers. It's the thuggish, ruggish cons. 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 You got Southern Gotti, Tyrone, Texas Stranglers in the house, Shark Boys in the house, and Skinny, the Don. You can't beat Skinny giving, no matter how hard you try. He'll keep on messing up, do or die. He has minions in the chat that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification, 'cause you can't beat Skinny giving, do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging, no matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat Skinny giving. Thank you, super hostification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be, so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me.